Hello, 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 my friends. Welcome to another Messages of Love from Above. Hope you had an amazing week. Can't believe it's Friday morning again already. Whoosh! This week has flown by, hadn't it? Well, maybe. Not as fast as the weekends go, right? All right, so let me just get my desktop all set up here, and we will get into it. Hope you guys are having a great start for your weekend here. All right, so I think that's good there. All right. All right. And a big happy solstice to everybody. Summer in the north, winter in the south. I'm a winter baby, so I love cooler weather. So I'm a little jealous. Although it's cool here in the basement, even though it's like 70 degrees down here right now. It's going to get up to like, I think, 85, 90 degrees Fahrenheit here in the United States. All right. So before I get started here, let's send some love out to the world. Hey, everybody. Hey, PJ, Sean. Good to see Alice. Hey, everybody. Hello, hello. Good to see you. So let's bring some love into the world, right? Let's bring it to these readings, into our hearts. So we'll take a couple of deep breaths to start out, and then we'll let that love flow down into us, fill us up, and flow out to the world as we hit the singing bowl. So if you want to join me, whether you're watching live or on replay, we can join together. So let's take a big deep breath. Let's take one more. Beautiful. I'll hit the singing bowl about 3 times, which will let that love, just imagine we are the singing bowl, right? That love flowing into us, filling us up, and then flowing out to the world. And if you want to focus it on something, what I've been focusing on lately, just because of all the wonderful chaos in the world going on right now everywhere, is sending love to any place of position or power that influences and impacts other humans. That these positions, that we surround it with a big ball of love energy, like a hedge. We fill the entire position, the place of importance or decision making or authority, with unconditional love energy. And if the individual can't raise their love vibration, then they can't stay in the position. They have to leave because they can't stand it. So that's what I'm focusing on. You guys can focus on whatever you want, but we'll start with letting it fill us up first and then flow out that way if you wish. Right, here we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me in doing that. There we go. A little crooked. There we go. All right. Good enough. Good enough. We'll put it right here. All right. So welcome, everybody. Let me just get some things over here. So, of course, happy solstice. Like I said to everyone, we do have solstice readings out, which include, they are relationship readings. So here is the link to those if you haven't checked them out yet. There for each individual zodiac sign. And they have like a message for everyone in that sign or has that energy in their chart somewhere. Um, there's like a big message for everyone. Then it breaks into 3 separate messages for single and looking, married, and in a relationship, or the happy hermits. So, yeah, everybody. So those are there if you guys want to check those out. Relationship readings are 50% off in celebration of solstice from June 20th to July 21st. A half hour is $12.50, regular 25, and the 1 hour, 60-minute, is 25, regular 50. So if you want to check those out, there's my link to my website, or you can jump into the booking area if you're wanting to do any of that. So enjoy that. Also, of course, with solstice means we're in Cancer zodiac season. So happy birthday to all you Cancer sun babies. And there's a special bonus in this one for all the Cancer sun babies, a 3-month forecast. And I do that each month for whatever zodiac sign we go into. We have a pick a card for all of us. And then for the sun babies, a special. So if you have a Cancer sign in your life, send them the link and wish them a happy birthday. Because this one was like, what do you need to know about your family tree? Because of course, Cancer moon energy is about mother Luna, ancestry. They're really about family, and so that's what came through for that one. And then I know we got a lot going on right now, right? Because we also have Capricorn full moon later today. In fact, between now and 8 hours from now, because that's when the full moon is going to be, is a perfect time to start preparing for the dumping of stuff. That's what full moon allows us to do, is a lot of release energy. And so when we have that, it's like the 8 hours before is when we prepare like the trash to be taken out and put it by the curb. And then the garbage man or the moon comes by and grabs it and takes it and allows it to, for transformation. So in this video, we talk about making the most of that release energy. And of course, there's a pick a card there as well. What's worked in the past that bears repeating, that Capricorn energy, that's there. Also, of course, July is coming up. Whoops, grabbing too many things there. There we go. So we have July monthly readings are out there as well. If you want to check those out, that's for each individual zodiac sign. I know I've been a little busy beaver, haven't I? I just love all this that they're putting out here. And in June, we have about a little over a week left. So if you want to check out that's June's readings there. And lastly, but not leastly, we had, of course, every Sunday we put out a new podcast episode. I have a podcast From Chaos to Cozy, which talks about our journey. We come from cozy, we come down here to chaos. It's about our journey back to cozy. Different things that Spirit has given me throughout my life when I had my most chaotic times where I almost ended my life, and where we've gone on that journey since then. That was when I was like 22. So that's over 30 years ago. And I'm so glad that I hung around because it's been a blast and I get to interact with everyone. Yeah, and some exciting things in the works for that too. I'm looking at possibly having some guests on my podcast too, sharing some of their experiences that have helped them move from chaos to cozy, and people that have modalities and different things that have helped them and that they like to share with others too. So I'm looking forward to introducing that here soon. Soon, right? All right. So that's enough of all the blah, blah, blah. I just like to make sure everyone knows of all the things that I have that I offer. Most of it, all this is for free. I do have a ton of, services that I offer. If you check out my website at bruddaZEN.com, that Capricorn moon energy, I kind of revamped it a little bit and put everything on one page so you can kind of see everything at a glance instead of having to jump from page to page. So I spent, I think it was all day Wednesday. I just got a little bug under my butt and was like, all right, I've been wanting to do it. And that Capricorn full moon energy, I'm a Capricorn rising. I'm like, boom, 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 boom. You just go, 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 work, 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 work. So it was fun. All right. If you are new to my channel or new to these readings, welcome. We got a great group of people, huge hearts, great senses of humor. So thanks for being here, and all my returning individuals. Shout out to some of my YouTube channel members. We've got Kritika Malhotra, Happy Pill, BJ were some of my winners of my Zen Cricket membership. I give away 10 every month. And then we got Patty, one of my regular YouTube channel members. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to you. And let me just make sure I'm not missing anyone here. No, we are good. So, like I said, if you're new to my channel or new to these readings, how they work, free readings, I go down in order, first come, first serve down the chat. There is no special list. It is it. You just put your question out there. Don't even have to ask. Just say, here you go. And if you don't want to put your business out there, you can ask for a general reading. Spirit knows what you want, even if bruddaZEN doesn't. I just pull the cards and bring forth the messages so they know what you want. And if anyone makes a donation, I do honor that, and I step out and prioritize those readings, dive deeper, meaning I pull more cards, and then I repeat back, not repeat back, I return back to the free readings and making my way down the list. You can make a donation using the super chat or in the description box of the video. I do have my PayPal, CashApp, Venmo, and Square. And I don't look at dollar amounts. Whatever you're able to give is perfect. I know everybody's finances vary from person to person, day to day, country to country. So I'm just grateful that, and I know you're giving from your heart. And because I know not everyone is able to donate, that's why I like to make sure I complete the free readings. I will generally I've been doing it for several weeks. I will come back on and complete the free readings if I don't, because after I'm done here, I do go to my praying mantis members for an hour. I have YouTube channel memberships that are listed on my main page too. If you want to check that out, it's like $2.99 a month for Zen Cricket, and then the praying mantis is $7.99 a month, which has an hour after every one of my 5 sessions, a Q&A on Thursday nights. Wow. And then my Zen Cricket and my Praying Mantis, we have Wednesday night, cozy chat, and then they all get advanced access to everything that I record and put out several weeks in advance or a couple weeks in advance. So all that is there. Hey, Madam Bud. Hey, Kat. Hey, everybody. Good to see everyone. All right, so let's jump into it. I am going to be using these where's the box? It's over here somewhere. It's the I want to show you guys in case you're interested. I like to give a shout out to the creators of these. So David, I'm not going to murder his last name, the Arcanas Animal Tarot. It's a nice little cute deck here. Let me just move this stuff back out of the way here. All right. And so we'll use these. All right. So Swaroop Bobby, you are up first. So thank you for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like here. Anyone know any love messages from Shandana? No communication. All right. Let's take a look here and see what is coming through here from Shandana. All right. So I feel like it's those, and that one. All right. Whoa. Didn't mean to hit my microphone. Let me move this a little bit out of the way. I know I'm going to keep hitting it. If I don't, there we go. Maybe a little more centered there. There we are. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. We've got some little stuff going on with them here. Yeah, it looks like they're Definitely transformation. Oh my gosh, yeah. Definitely going through some transformation. On the bottom of the deck, they've got the Knight of Cups here. And the Knight of Cups is all about movement and of the heart and movement of emotions. But all knights are on a quest too. And I really feel a lot of questy type of energy, like they're trying to find what love means. Because I feel like when they were, looking in the outside world, they really have been feeling disappointed a lot or being a disappointment as well. And they've got 3 cards, then 2 cards, and then 3 cards that came out. The 3 cards that are telling me that they're really well, I mean, all of them are telling me that they're in this internal kind of reflection is this Judgment card, which is their higher self calling them to a higher place. The 3 of Pentacles, which is all about spirit trying to show them who the true authentic of themselves is, and the movement here with the 5 of Cups from um, lower vibrational emotions to higher vibrational emotions. Now, in each of these 3 stacks, they've got a 5. They got the 5 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, the 5 of Wands. Fives are the number of transformation. That's why I'm like, whoa, every single one has this change that they're going through. And so they're just kind of like, I don't know what I want. I don't know who I am. I don't know where I'm going. I feel like they're just feeling lost. That's why there's no communication because they're so inner focused, which with that Judgment card that was telling me that. But then we definitely got the Hermit card coming in here with the 5 of Swords. So they're definitely inner focused and trying to figure out, trying to figure out their emotions, trying to figure out their brain. That's the swords, right? Cups and swords. And they're in this, you know, contemplation of things and trying to clear away all these long held beliefs that just feel like they've suppressed them, caged them, feeling small with all of that. And then they have these 3 on the end. So here's the 5 of Wands, which is the transformation and change of their energy from feeling something fearful and lost and lower vibrational, really rooted in fear, into something more loving. And that's what they're trying to obtain. They're trying to find a balance with the 2 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands is like energetic stability, joy, celebration, even marriage and gatherings and stuff. But I just feel like with all of this, the 2 of Pentacles is the trying to balance the outside world. They just feel everything is off kilter that's coming in here. So the kind of energy that's coming through is like super super lost. I have no idea who I am, who I want to be with, what I want to do with my life, where I want to live, do I want to live. Not that they're suicidal, but they're just like confused, very confused. And this transformation is just like their whole world is in a swirl. So their message to you is they're pretty much were like pointing at their life, right? They're go like, my life is a giant storm of all the stuff flying over the place. They're like, I and I feel like there's a bit of respect that comes in here that they're like, I don't want to put you through all this and I don't want to go any further than I already have. And if I've hurt you and I don't want to do that, I got to find out who I am and what I want. And then I'll make decisions. But at this point, I have no idea what I want. And it's honest. And I like that. They're in this huge transformation of their life. And I feel like your spirit guides, they're like, we're glad that you're over here, because otherwise you'd be all there getting hit with all the stuff flying around. They'd much rather have you away from that than incur injuries, mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, not spiritual, but you know, impact from all their out of control, trying to figure things out. And when people go into surgery, like heart surgery, brain surgery, they don't do it in a public place. They do it in private, in a place that's safe. And that's what they've withdrawn to do all that. And so I would feel like they ask you to say, don't try not to take it personally. It's not about you. It really is about me and how lost I feel. So hopefully that helps, Swaroop. That's what's coming in right now for you from Shandana. All right. So many blessings to you. And thank you again for your donation. All right. And then Angelique, hello, hello. Thank you so much for your donation via the PayPal. So thank you for that. And move that over there. And so your question is like a love reading for Virgo and Pisces. Virgo is you, please. All right. Let's give these a shuffle and let's see what Spirit wants you to know here between you and the Pisces. What is happening here? What do they want you to know? 2 and 1 and 2 and this is also 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 2. All right, they want those two. Okay. All right. This Pisces. I feel like there's like this dance going on, right? We got usually it's 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, right? When people dance, but I feel like this is like a out of step. It's like you could keep on stepping on each other's feet because all right, we're gonna start off with the right foot, but they start off with the left foot, and you're like, ow, ow. You're stepping on their foot, they're stepping on yours. And it kind of goes back and forth with this energy that I feel is coming in here, which is funny in a way because the way they're showing it in my head, it's like the ballroom dancing or whatever they teach to dance, like at weddings and different things. And it's like, that's what's happening. So let's see what these cards are about here. All right. So the first two, we got the Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is about Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, and taking care of oneself. And the Eight of Pentacles is about doing the work and having things unfold and transformation. And this kind of energy with these two cards coming together definitely is about transformation, and that, each of you was developing in your own way, in your own timing. And when two caterpillars agree to go into like a cocoon to change so that we can go do butterfly things, a butterfly comes out and goes, why are you still a caterpillar? And I feel like there's that kind of energy here that's like, you know, um, you have evolved, you have changed. Sorry, that was a deep sigh. I just feel like, wow, but there's this, um, I don't know, just thing they're not keeping up, if that makes sense. And that makes sense with all of this, um, dancing too. It's like you're not keeping up, you're falling behind and we're tripping over each other's feet kind of energy. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, we have the Queen of Swords after that, which is all about balance between the head and the heart. And so this Queen of Pentacles definitely feels like there's some huge, significant changes happening within both of you. But I just feel like well, and it makes sense that Virgo was earthy and mental, not mental. Yeah, you think a lot is what I mean. And then Pisces, very emotional. So there's like they're going through this emotional, and that okay, the Queen of Swords. So there's, someone's doing a lot of mental work, the other one's doing a lot of emotional work, and it's just not being expressed the way that each wants here. Yeah. Yeah, and here again, we've got the High Priestess. Here's the Pisces energy coming in. And so the Knight of Swords is they're battling with thinking that's coming in here, which is interesting because that's the Pisces. And let's see. And then we have the Nine of Wands, which is energetic barriers that feel like they're there. And let's see what comes into here. It just feels like, yeah, it just feels like there's this it's not like every step of the way. It's like every once in a while, it's like, oh, we're in step, and then oops, trip, and then it just feels like there's struggles all along the way. Struggle, 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 struggle. Right? What's this over here? I feel like there's something calling it from these charms here. Oh, okay. Yeah. So we've got the Magician card and the Ten of Cups, and this is what this energy of wantingness with the Ten of Cups. Like, I want to have this joy, I want to have this. And so this is what the wanting comes in. But what happens with all of that is that, we've got this, the wantingness pushes away what we're looking for, right? And that's when we're managing our energy. This magician is saying, be aware of the energy. If we're focusing on, I want love, I want love, I want love, what happens is we're our energy is telling the universe, I really enjoy wanting but not getting that love. And so when we have this you know change of energy, instead of pushing it away, we have gratitude for the love and what we have with someone, then we get more of it. But if we're looking at things and we're looking at, like, when we're focusing, when we're not in step, what we're asking the universe is, I want to experience more of fumbling over each other and things not being in step. But when we focus on gratitude and focus on when things are, then we do get more of that. It's like when we focus on what's wrong with someone or a situation, it just gets worse. When we focus on what's great about it, it gets greater about it. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like there's this, all of this energy that's coming in. I mean, we've got, a lot of powerful cards on the bottom of the deck with the sun, the star, and the emperor, which is like this energy of brightness and focusing on the brightness, focusing on dreams come true, and that seeing the wish come true. The emperor is this energy here too of taking command of energy. What do I want? And even the other extra two cards that came out were the King of Wands with the Three of Cups, which is the King of Wands is like the magician. The Three of Cups, in this case, is joy and celebration. It's like, kind of imitating these cards where they were all, it's all about the focus of the energy, focusing on joy and celebration and gratitude for the joy we do have instead of the stuff that we don't. I feel that helps with the situation here. I feel like, you know, we definitely have this transformation that's happening. And I feel like there's a lot of possibilities of timing left where I feel like you've been evolving, you've been changing, you've been, really contemplating things again, letting go of fears and expectations and things in the mind that have been ruling, and that's been helping. I feel like that there is still a chance for them to get in the cocoon and transform along with you, before you head off on your like butterfly expedition. What do butterflies do? They migrate, right? There's this big migration of butterflies that starts like down in Mexico, and they go thousands of miles up into the United States, and that's what butterflies can do. Caterpillars are like, there's no way I can do all that, right? And so I still feel like there's time for them to transform and go through this, but you know, there are while they're still kind of caterpillarish, they still seek leaves, which is funny because this was standing out to me. Still seeks leaves, which is what this is here. It's a charm with a leaf on here. There it goes. But butterflies seek nectar. And so you guys have this different idea of what you're wanting right now, but um, they're still in a huge transition. So I know that's not you know, a lot of like where it's going is just there feels like there's so many possibilities and there's still timing. Things can still connect. I think things can still get in step with one another, but there's this, energy that comes in with all of that, as well. So it's very interesting, you know, um, with all that information. But I just feel like they are trying your spirit guides just trying to show you the dance that's happening, and it's okay. That's what happens in the beginning before we learn to dance together so well. We fumble in the beginning, and um, but there's been a lot of fumbling, it seems, and it's like, is this worth waiting for? Is up to you. I don't feel like this is a like a destined partnership. I feel like you have options in this lifetime, and so it's something that you can or can't do. Yeah, any of the full card that just came out. So, you can choose ending of an old cycle, beginning of a new adventure, either letting go of a lot of expectations around the Pisces and just seeing what unfolds. Let it be an adventure of gratitude for who they are, see what happens. Or you can be like, "Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna, kind of start over and seek a new adventure." And either way, I feel is like the possibilities. That's why they're not showing how it unfolds, because there's a multiple of options available to you. So I like that. I always like options, right? I don't like to feel trapped in one direction. But that's what's coming in there for you, Angelique. So hopefully that resonates for you. And that's what they have. So many blessings to you. Thank you again for your donation. All right. And Kat, you are up. So thank you for your donation and your the little lifting weights there. Let's see here. So let's see here. Did you ask something further up? If not, I'm sure you'll post your question down below really quick here. There it is. Thank you so much. All right. So, general reading. Let's see what Spirit has here for you. What do they want you to know right now? All right. So, for Kat, what would you like? Please. Okay. All right. All right. So you've got 6 cards coming in, and they're bringing them into 3 sets of 2. So 2 by 2 into the arc, like in the old biblical stories. You got the 4 of Swords coming in here, and the 4 of Swords is about peace of mind, balance, mental stability, things working themselves out, and a lot of clarity coming in here for you. And we'll see what brings the clarity here for you, but it's really letting go of a lot of the expectations, the supposed tos, the shoulds, the need tos. Whatever situation is coming up that feels like it takes away your peace of mind, is it's like, oh, I'm fearing something. What is that fear? So when you take a big deep breath and come back to right here, right now, and come out of that fight or flight mode, right? Then we can calmly kind of just going, what am I fearing? What's at the root of this? Because ultimately, when we don't have peace of mind, it's because our little inner child feels unsafe or out of control in a situation. There's some sort of fear that's being activated, and that's what they want to bring awareness around. All right. Yeah. So you've got the 10 of Wands coming in here, and oops, and you've got the 6 of Cups coming in here too. So it's interesting that the combination of these two, there's 6 of Cups is reminding stuff about childhood, but there's also, it goes further back into past lives with the 6 of Cups. There's some past life energy coming in. And this 10 of Wands is a lot of energy that's flooding in. And that's bringing in some of the anxiety, some of the I just want to say there's some feelings that you're just like, I don't know where these are coming from. There, I shouldn't be feeling this way, but what's happening here? So there is some about some past life emotions that you had felt that in this day and age we're getting a lot of expansiveness of that energy that's below the surface down here because it's in our subconscious. That's where the how we access the Akashic records as a human being. And so I do feel like there's a lot of this energy that's coming in that just feels a bit overwhelming. And just sit with it and trust it. And I feel like if you know that some of these feelings that you're like, I don't understand these, it's past life. And if you can sit with them and just be open minded and, pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to what you're attracted to in the physical world. Yeah, right. So there can be some uncomfortable feelings that your inner child's going, "What is this? Whoop, 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 red alert." It puts up shields, right? And it's like wait a minute, what is this coming from? This is weird. And when you pay attention to like, oh, I'm attracted to, like, for me, I'll see stuff about, um, Mongolia back in the days, and I'm like, wow, I like the throat singing and different things, and I'm just like drawn to it. I'm like, oh, I was there. I had a lifetime there, and I'm like, I'm really attracted to Japanese and Eastern culture, and I'm like, well, I was there. Native American culture. Wow, it's just like you start to understand. Oh, okay, these are past life things. Let me journal these. Let me connect with spirit. We all have the ability to connect to our Akashic records if we'll just sit and let spirit, bring these things towards us. Um, and also, um, there's individuals who give past life readings. I do that as well. And so if you want information's in the description box down below on my main website too. If you're interested in digging more into that, if you are like, I want more information about this lifetime, or which lifetimes do they want me to know about? It's really cool. Um, I love the information that comes through from our past lifetimes because it just makes so much sense. That we got all of this, stuff that's, coming in. So I like that. All right. These other ones here, yeah. And here's the Seven of Wands, which is the full card is about, this is the soul. This is talking about past life energy as well, with a combination of all these cards. And the Seven of Wands is about being true to your authentic self and realizing who you really are, and shining bright like the sun, not asking permission to shine. And so there is this nudging. I feel like one of the big past lifetimes that's coming in is a lifetime. It just feels like there's this energy of that I used to have to almost be shackled, because they were making me be a servant, and I didn't want to be a servant. I wanted to be like be on the sea. It feels energy of like, this energy of adventure, and I want to see the world, and I got to be free, and I feel like that's this kind of energy that is also bubbling up, and that's what happens when we got all these lifetimes. Life is like a circle, it's not linear like this. And so we're able to see and access different lifetimes across to the circles or next to us. And these lifetimes will our spirit guides and our soul will bring in and tap into these past lifetime emotions to help encourage us, to give us, to push us and nudge us to do things that we're feeling fearful doing. But when all this emotion comes up and it outweighs the fears, then we're able to really jump forward. And I feel like this is what is happening here. Yeah, even on the bottom of the deck, you've got the Judgment card, which is all about your higher self calling you to this place, sounding the alarm. There's the whoop, 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 the trumpet, right? Let's see what else they want you to know about all this here too. Yeah, because here's the Knight of Wands, which is movement of your energy, the quest. Here's the Knight, the quest of your stepping into your power, stepping into your energy. And the Six of Swords is movement of old thinking to new ways of thinking too, which, comes in with all of that. So, I feel like they're wanting you to know that all of this energy that you're feeling, all of this bubbling up, and you're just, it's like your anxiety is being, um, battling against this energy of wanting to step out and to do and to move forward and, to go into these areas. So I feel like if you'll connect here, been meditating and suddenly go into fight or flight mode, yeah. The Two of Cups is the relationship with your higher self and your spiritual team. So I feel like if um when you're meditating, I feel like that you're getting these nudges, you're getting this feeling of drawing, and your little inner child in every human in each lifetime does not like change. It likes everything to stay the same. It feels safe and in control when everything is stagnant and I know what's going on. But if we're like, well, we want to go this way, no, I don't want to go, and so that can start rising that up. So something you can do with that too is, in that Six of Cups, the inner child is standing out. It's like allow your inner child to play and not to have um yeah, right. It's the it's the cat, right? Yeah, the fight or flight mode. Wow, you're doing very good. Um But yeah, and here's the kitties too. I usually say, like, when our little inner child goes into fight or flight mode, it pushes out our intelligent, compassionate, loving side. And then, the kitty, we have it's like a 2-year old and its pet hissing cat are in charge where it wants to attack and run. But there's this comfort level of speaking to your inner child and, um, holding them and saying, "It's gonna be okay, you're safe. I'm with you now. You're not, unprotected. You have me and I will be with you all my life, and I will, um, care for you." And so with this nudging, this desire of adventure that's coming in, that scares our little inner child who wants to stay in their room playing and not go outside into that scary world out there where things are out of control. And but it's okay. I feel like that's what spirit wants you to know is this: return to the peace of mind, embrace your inner child, see about where it is that you're wanting to go, this past life connections, these past life adventures. It's almost like telling your inner child some past life stories, like bedtime stories, because you're like, it's an adventure. And then the little inner child starts to get excited, like, I think I want to go on an adventure. Let's go on one as long as you protect me. And I feel like if you'll embrace your inner child, like that Two of Cups too, it's a relationship with your higher self, but also your inner child, and kind of become a parent, that loving parent to your inner child. So I like that. So hopefully that helps, Kat. But I feel like that's where all this energy is coming from, is your little inner child feels unsafe, going, you want to go on an adventure and I don't think it's safe. I don't like this. And it's convincing and playing, allowing your inner child out to play, allow it to be itself, allow it to enjoy adventure, reading it, adventurous stories, that it encourages it and calms it and is like, all right, let's go on one. So whatever you're being drawn to, I feel is what's coming in here too. So hopefully that helps. And thank you again for your donation. I feel like that's what they want you to know right now, to understand what's happening with that, because it's your inner child that's sounding the alarm when you're meditating, because your higher self is drawing you, going, look out here, and your inner child is like, no, I don't want to go. And it's like when you're like I don't know if you ever, like, as a child and your mom is like, "Come on, we gotta go to the grocery store," and you can't stay at home by yourself, you're too young, and it's like, "No, I don't want to." "Well, tell you what, there's a toy aisle. I'll let you go pick out a toy under $1." This is way back in the day. And they're like, "What? I get a toy? Okay, I'll go." You know? It's like you make it, appealing and appetizing to your inner child. I like that. You are very welcome, and thank you again for your donation. I love that. All right. Let me just check here. All right. It is very stubborn. That's what's good. You gotta lure him out with adventure, really embrace it. So I like that. All right, and I have a couple people. I haven't gotten to any of the free readings yet, because I'm still doing donations. So, and sorry about the ads. I know YouTube has added ads, even when I say don't add them in the middle, they'll add them throughout on their own. So I'm sorry that you guys have to endure the ads. I guess it's how they make money, and we're grateful that there exist, right? Otherwise, we wouldn't probably be able to do this. So, um, hang in there, everybody. All right, and then shout out to HTTPS. You got your 1 month and messages from your spirit team. I like it. I like that my members, you guys get to do that little messaging there. So shout out to one of my YouTube members, HTTPS, and then also Johanna. Hello. Um, Good to see you as well. All right. You'll see my YouTube channel members in green with a little badge if you're wondering why those appear there. So HTTPS, thank you for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like there. And let's see what the spirit team has here for you. Shout out. Whoa, boop, boop. All right. Give those a little shuffle and take a little sip of coffee here. All right. So let's see. What does your spirit team want you to know right now? All right. 1 and 2 and those are together. A and that one. And then just those two. Okay. Yep. All right. All right. So I love this that you have a little invitation on the bottom of the deck with the Hermit card, which is about being drawn into having some alone time with spirit. And I feel like they're asking just for a dedicated, period. I feel like ritual, like lighting candles, really, um, not that you don't take effort, just like they're saying extra effort in a alone time because they've got some information, maybe even like upgrade, which is like when we connect and we just feel this um, energetic energy, the spiritual energy that comes in, and that just, ooh, you just feel like it changes something within you. I feel like this is what they're bringing in here. Yeah, I got the 7 of Wands, and the 7 of Wands is this, is energy. Let's see what this card next to it is, and the 6 of Pentacles. This equal giving and receiving of energy here. 7 of Wands, normally it's like about being true to you and shining bright and being up on a hill. So if because it's like this equal giving and receiving. Don't know if you have like high hills and mountains nearby. It's almost like this energy of getting out into nature, getting up on an actual hill and doing bringing some sort of um, gift to spirit. It's like either flowers or, you know, something that is like a little, um, but it's very nature-ish, stones or something that you put out into nature as a gift to spirit and mother nature. And this is like opening up this giving and receiving energy between you and Mother Earth. That's interesting. So I like that coming in here because I feel like it is about ritual, it is about action, it's about bringing this giving and receiving out into the physical world. Doesn't have to be anything super fancy or anything, because it's all about what you give from your heart, you know. Yeah, because the two cards that came after that are the Star card and the Wheel of Fortune. So the Star card is about, in the that's interesting because in the Hermit, that little flame in here, the star is the Star card, is our higher self, is this journey. And I like the Wheel of Fortune. It tells you here, it's being a major arcana 10, it's a time of endings and beginnings. It's a time of upgrade. So that does come through here. It's like they're wanting to take you to a whole nother level in connection with your spirit world and having those things come in there too. Yeah. This charm stood out, which is Aries energy. See if I can get it. There it goes. Aries energy. And on the back, it says courage, courageous. So we've got this new beginning type of energy that's coming in here. Endings and beginnings, upgrade that comes in. What's after this? Yeah. And then the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is, ruling over your own energy, grasping your energy, like the Emperor. But it's the highest level of energy through the wand suit, right? And that represents our higher self as well. So you got all this connection, the Star card, the King of Wands. It is about just taking a little step out. You don't like have to hike up a mountain or anything like that. So it's about going on this, adventure where you go out into nature, up where you're able to overlook things, like it's a hill, a mountain, whatever, and you're able to just go out and just sit and commune, connect with your higher self, and give this gift of flowers or, like I said, a stone, a crystal, something along those lines here too. Yeah. Okay. So we definitely have here. You've got the Eight of Wands, messages from Spirit, all this Wands energy, and the Page of Wands, upgraded energy. So it is being confirmed here that this is a time of receiving and new knowledge too, with this Knight of Swords, which is about, questing after higher knowledge and higher connection, higher communication. And with all those three cards coming in together, the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Wands would represent a lot of clarity and communicating and hearing from Spirit, and those on the other side too. All those guardian angels and spirit guides, loved ones who are on the other side, and the um, all those other beings, ancestors, but all those beings of unconditional love and light that are there. So I definitely feel, because you got the Eight of Wands, the Page of Wands, the King of Wands. Didn't you have another Wands? The Seven of Wands. And then on the bottom of the deck, you got the Five of Wands, which is transformation of energy too. So you definitely, this is the message they have for you right now, is doing some sort of ritual. And if you can't get out to any kind of mountain or hill or something, just doing it from a high place on a balcony somewhere. But it has to do with, because Mother Nature is everywhere on Earth. She's here, there's no place that she's not. But it is about this, um, seeing from above, seeing things from a new perspective is part of it all, and just to be able to sit and feel like you're rising above and connecting higher is a big piece of all that. So hopefully that helps with whatever is going on and what clarity you're looking for. But I feel like that's what they have for you right now, HTTPS. So thank you again so much for your donation. I really appreciate that. All right. And then Sean G, you're up, and your phone is dying. If someone could timestamp. So, if someone wouldn't mind putting a comment, let's see, we're at 54:33. At least it says it here. Maybe I'll just put it in here. Yeah, we'll just put it there. We'll see if that works because I can't timestamp while I'm in the actual live. All right. So Sean G, you went general for love. All right. So let's take a look here. What does spirit want you to know for love? Love. Oops. Okay. And that one too. All right. So it didn't do the like there. There it goes. So now I loved and liked it there. All right. So Sean G. Oh my gosh. Well, I think you have love definitely in the cards because the first card that came flying out of the deck is the Lover's card. So, of course, we have that, here. And then on the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Cups, which is all about important relationships, between the two. So I love that. You're very welcome, Lito Breda HTTPS. All right. So you definitely have it here. I feel like, they're just confirming in a huge way. There is no doubt that you have love coming towards you in your life if you're not in with someone already. So let's take a look. Yeah. So important cards here with the Nine of Pentacles, which is about it's like it's well, nine is a hermit card number, right? Nine being the major arcana hermit, but Pentacles is the outside world. This is about you being by yourself and um, with spirit and kind of not doing a whole lot of pursuing of love in the outside world. And the Seven of Wands is about being true to your authentic self and shining bright. And why the reason I said this is important is because this is like it's like this message of I not making my hobby trying to find love in my life, but finding the things I'm passionate about besides love and going and do things like, I always wanted to do pottery. I'm going to go find a pottery place that has a pot that offers potter's wheels and the clay and the kiln and the paints. And I'm going to go do that. And while you're doing that, someone comes in and they're doing their pottery stuff and you hear them like cussing because it keeps on collapsing on them. They're trying to do a pot or whatever. And you look over and you guys both stop laughing. And he's like, sorry, I've been trying to do this all day. And you're like, something that helps me is if I do this. And they're like, huh, all right, let me give that a try. And they do it and they're like, oh my God, that's perfect. And da 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 da. Thank you so much. You're like, you're welcome. And how long you been doing pottery and blah blah blah. And you guys start talking as you're doing your stuff, and you have this spark that clicks, and there's where the romance begins. It's like that kind of story that unfolds is what I'm seeing. So that's why it's important, for that, to happen there. So I like that. Again, we've got well, so you've got more of these beautiful cards. So you got the Star card, the Queen of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is new love. So this is someone you don't know yet. Queen of Cups, this is about following your heart, following your passions, following your dream. Not that your dream romance, but what sparks you, what you know is that you want for your life without it involving someone. Not that it won't, but it's like it because it's so much about pursuing what makes your heart sing, makes your heart want to dance, what makes your heart feel full and overflowing. How do you want to give unconditional love to the world? Because in doing that, that's where you meet. And so it's important to live your dream and live your life because it's like you if you don't do that, then we tend to um, dim our light, we tend to be like, well, I'm not going to be this because I've got to, um, kind of dial it down. And because we have different interests, I don't get to pursue my interest a whole lot, as well. And what they're showing me is like in when I after my towards the end of my first relationship, I started opening up to spirit and cards and knowing things and everything, and they thought that was cool until I busted them out in many different ways for cheating because spirit was showing me. Then they didn't like that too much. So that relationship, we drifted apart. But the relationships after that, because I was in it, they thought, "Oh, this is cool." What it was like almost like a fun party thing. Like, "Oh, it's interesting." Da, 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 da. But it wasn't like part of their lives. And so I always felt this disconnect. This is where I feel like the connections will be there if you pursue the love of your like what you're doing here. Yeah. So the 10 of wands is changing and altering your energy from the focus of where you're focusing it and focusing it on those passions. So that is a awareness of where you're investing your energy and really zeroing it in into this dream, into your passions to come in here. Yeah. And then here it is. Here's your last two cards. Now I know why these wanted to come out too, because you got the Queen of Wands, which is you pursuing your dreams, the passion, right? Wands energy, and the Emperor, Aries energy, fire energy, both living their passions. And then you realize you guys have so much in common, and you feel like this is like divine counterpart energy in my mind, which is what they're showing me. It's like you have that commonality of the fire. And so it's like, this is what this connection. It's the joining together of that. So that's why I feel it's important for you to be able to do that. All right. So that's what they have for you, Sean G. Thank you again so much for your donation. So pursue the passion, not have passion be the pursuit. That's funny. Your spirit guides. All right. So many blessings to you. Right, and then Laura, you are up next. Thank you so much for your donation. Let me give that a love and a like since it lets me here. All right. And so, Laura, what is going on with the Taurus in your energy? All right. Let's take a look here. So, what's going on with the Taurus? I'm just going to take another sip here. All righty. So, what is going on with Taurus in your energy? Okay. Shazam. All right. So 3 up, 3 down. That's interesting. That's new. Let's see. Let's see what this is all about here. All right. And then those. All right. So, okay. So this is going to be the seen and the unseen, which is interesting. So we'll take a look here. Bottom of the deck, you do have the 5 of Swords, which is transformation of thought and belief and mindset, and some conflict that's working its way out between the head and the heart. And I feel like this is what's coming in here. So the head is going to be the things that are seen, and then the 3 cards, you had 3 cards that popped up together upwards and 3 cards that came downward. So I feel like that is like consciousness is the 3 upward, and then the subconscious or heart is the 3 those, and then we'll see what these other 3 are on the other end. So what's known here, yeah, you've got the 10 of wands. So there's a lot of passion, a lot of energy that's flowing between the two of you. And with the strength card coming in here too, this is Leo fire energy and courage and strength and movement. And but there's this like this with this Queen of Swords, this is the balancing of the head and the heart because the queen rolls over swords, but all the queens are given a second portion of cups. So there is this balance, it's like that 5 of swords energy in a way, because they both have the ace of swords and then 2 on each side of the battling between, thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and the way we're perceiving things. And so the energy does feel like, with the 10 of wands, this energy being vested in trying to cage the lion, which is interesting coming in that way. And the queen of swords realizing this is not a good use of my energy because lions don't like to be caged. So what can I do? What's the change that can happen here? And the queen of swords starts releasing the expectations and starts looking at, um, the heart and sharing of the heart and sharing of emotion, instead focusing on what we're grateful for, allowing that beautiful expression of emotion instead of getting caught up in the supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's and have to be's that come in here. So, and specifically it feels it has to do with trying to cage the lion and have them be who we want them to be, and vice versa too. You know, the thoughts that we are caging ourselves, right? So I feel like that is, excuse me, some of that's coming in there. Let's see what's below the surface. I know that's what we want to know. What's going on down there? All right. Yeah, wow. So we definitely, you've got both the Empress, which is sensuality, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, nurturing. Um, okay. Yeah. So that explains the struggle and not wanting to be caged. They oh yeah, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense with the energy I was feeling, because the energy of the lion going, I don't want to be trapped, I don't want to be here. And so what do? They run in the opposite direction and maul a village, it's like, oh no. And so that was the destructive energy I was feeling. Yeah, yeah. So I feel like and that makes sense with all this energy that's being invested here. But that makes sense because below the surface, this is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. It's time to nurture yourself. You've got the Four of Cups with the emotional stability and the Magician, too. It's like all of this, where you're investing your energy is so important below the surface. And so on one side, with the Empress, it's about putting yourself first and allowing yourself to um, see the decisions you make, your heart, what emotions you choose, what energy you put forward, what actions you take. You can't control anyone else, and releasing that energy and going, coming back and swooping in front of my own door because I can't do anything with any of them out there. They make their own choices. They make their own things. They're bringing back something that I just sent to my mom yesterday, a message from Spirit about it's, we always do the best we can with the knowledge and the energy we have in each moment. We always do the best we can. It's just when we're believing certain things and feeling certain things and having certain energies and feeling physically a certain way and whatever, we make decisions based on all of that information at the time. But as we grow and we learn and we alter our thinking and the way we perceive things, then we can change. And we look back and go, oh, I should have. But we're like, but that's what I knew back then. I'm gentle with myself. I forgive myself, whatever I need to do to go, I did the best I could with what I knew back then. I know differently now. I will make new decisions in the future. I stop investing energy in beating myself up. Also, the flip of that is realizing everyone else also did that. So I forgive everyone else. I release everyone else because I'm like, they did the best they could with the self love they had at the moment, their awareness, their thinking, their overall energy. They did the best they could with what they had to offer and, to themselves and others. And I like this. balancing energy that comes in here. And then, the magician energy that comes in as well with, seeing things differently, seeing things from um, a different perspective, and that I'm changing my energy focus too, because you're talking about the energy going in between us. If I focus in on, the lower vibrational things that happened and experienced, then I also, I'll expand those and grow those. But when I focus on what I'm grateful for what we did have, what I do have in my life, grateful for the things I love about myself, that energy grows instead. And so, the 10 of wands is an energy of being aware of where I'm investing my energy, and the magician is definitely a card of stepping into that. So that's a lot of stuff that's going below the surface that's there. Let's see what these other three cards are here. Yeah. Yeah. I love this for you. Wow. So you had the hermit energy. It was time for you to be with yourself, with spirit. Um, you also have the hanged man and the Eight of Pentacles. The Hanged Man reminds me of like a cocoon, even though it's a bat. But whenever it is, it's hanging upside down. It's transformation, transition. The Eight of Pentacles is movement in the outside world, and it can also be this energy of um, like two caterpillars go into, this agreement. Hey, we're going to go into our cocoons, we're going to transform into butterflies, and oh my god, we're going to go places because we can migrate thousands of miles so much further and do so many different things we could, um you know than a caterpillar. Like, yeah. And so you go in and you're in your cocoon and you're transforming, and you jump out of the cocoon, ta-da, and flap your beautiful wings, and you're like, "All right, let's go. Hey, where? Why are you still a giant caterpillar? You look like you're even bigger than you were. Well, I've been eating leaves the whole time that you've been in the cocoon, and I'm ready for I'm not. I just didn't want to do that." And you're like, "Well, I can't unbecome a butterfly to become a caterpillar." And I love nectar. I gotta go seek, flowers. That's what I'm drawn to, not leaves. And I can fly. I can't carry you either. That's one of the emojis that I have for my YouTube channel members is this. You never see a butterfly carrying a caterpillar because they don't. And they gotta go, they're gonna go do caterpillar things, and you just gotta go let them. And, like you said, will his drinking get him in trouble? Probably. Um, but that's not your concern anymore, is what Spirit is saying is you're a butterfly. You got butterfly things to do. Come back to you. You can't choose for them. And when you feel out of control, when you try to, because you can't. It's like trying to put a lion in a cage, or if you have a cat, if you ever try to put a cat in a cat carrier, they put all four all four of their legs. No, you're not putting me in there. So you can't control them. And so it's time for you to let them go have their journey. You're not responsible for their choices. They're an adult. They have to do what they're going to do. But you're being released to go and pursue butterfly things because of the transformation that you have been focusing on. It's time for you to care for you and for you to move forward. So, that's what you get to do. Bottom of the deck, last card, you have the Chariot, which is about you. Keeping spotlight. Da, da, da. Sorry. But there's this energy, there we go, of that you get to, the outside world, things just happen. People say things, people do things, people don't do things, they're quiet or whatever. We're the ones that choose the story. We're the ones that choose our emotion. We're the one that choose our energy. We're the ones that choose our physical action. And we realize you can give someone the world and they can still choose to do whatever they're going to do. And you have no control over that. And that's when we feel a lot of stress, when we're trying to control things outside of our control. But when you come back to, I get to choose, my my story, my emotions, my energy, my physical actions, and release yourself from controlling the rest of the world. As I used to say, I used to try to control the world, and when I'm like, "Oh my god, I feel overwhelmed," and I'm like, "I can't control any of this, can I?" The creator's like, "Nope." And I'm like, here's my Deputy of the Universe badge back for a little while." And I'd hand it back, and then, and then we bring it back, to us here, right? So, yeah. Yep, but you can't control his mental stability, and if you don't communicate, and do they if he doesn't interact with your kids, I can understand if, you're concerned if there's he's taking your children and he's being drunk and those things. And of course, you could share those concerns if they do spend time with their father or not. You can bring that to, whatever you need to do to feel safe with that. But you can't control. It's all about letting go of the control um, of them and focus on what you can do for you. And you're worried about the impact on your children. You can't control that either. All you can do is be a source of unconditional love and support for your children. And, they will work themselves out throughout their lives, right? Yeah. Yay! I'm very happy to hear that. And what a great thing to celebrate is that my children are safe, and that, you know, um, I'm gonna be the best. I even have this the best mom ever, because there's this little beautiful little heart that was standing out in my charms here in front of me. Oh, come on, I'm gonna show it. It says mom on it. Let's see if I can get it to focus at all. No, no, no focus at all. But it says mom. It's a heart with mom on it. So that's, focus on what you can do with your energy, and, not what you can't. So I feel like that's what they're wanting to do is you get to bring your energy back and focus on what you can control and not what you can't. And I like that. Absolutely. I love that. And thank you again, Laura, for your donation and for being such a great mom. All right. So many blessings. I'm just going to check here. My phone was blowing up here. I just want to make sure we don't have an emergency going on anywhere. Come on. Okay. No. No problem there. We're just political ads. It's that season, right? Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, okay, they must have found put out a massive amount. So thank you guys. Sorry about that. All right. So Infinity, you're up. Hello, hello. Let's give you some love and a like there for your donation and your question. Thank you so much for that. Does L ever think of you and miss you? All right, let's take a look here. So do they think of you? Okay. And do they miss you? All right, let's see what we got here. All right, and do they miss you? All right. So, do they think of you? You got the star card here. And I like this because the star card is like a dream come true. It's like but it's, so that's a yes. Feel like they do think of you, but it's almost like it's like a wish that I'll never have. Like I could never have it, the kind of energy of like, if you ever had a friend, a relationship with someone that you weren't that you weren't attracted to, like you're like, wow, they'd be so great, but it's just not there. I don't think I could have that, or I'm not worthy of that. And that there's worth that comes in here. So feel like they do. I mean, we've got the moon energy, which is a lot of emotion below the surface, and there's this Mother Luna, you know, nurturing type of energy, mother energy that comes in here. And so they do, these are the thoughts they have, like you're nurturing, you have this great energy that comes in. They have the Emperor, which tells me that they also see you as someone that can, when you put your mind to things, you can get things done. And, like you had great plans and great things you wanted to experience and accomplish in life, including love. And I feel like this is part of their thoughts. Again, this, I could never live up to your dream of what you're wanting as well. That's where that star card comes into, is like, you know, you're this dream, but I could never give you what you deserve kind of energy. That comes into that um, self-worth that we were talking about. And the Page of Swords, always changing. They're always, the Page of Wands is a change of the way they think about things too. So the Swords is thinking, you're asking, do they think about you? They do, but it changes. And that's the whole thing to realize too, when we're, looking at what people think about us. It's constantly changing because they see the world through their own eyes, not as it is, but how they are. And so one day they feel upbeat and they think, oh, someone's great. Next day they don't feel so good, hungover, feeling sick, not, "Bleh," and they're like, everyone sucks. That's the whole thing of our perception of the world changes depending on how we are feeling about ourselves and what's going on inside of us in our world. It just taints and influences and colors the world in a different way. I feel like that's what spirit wants you to know here, is like, it all depends on what mood they're in. And it can change a lot, right? So I feel like that's there. The other thing I was looking at here was, do they miss you? We got the Five of Pentacles and the King of Cups. King of Cups is like one of the cards that represents like it'd be like a great counterpart, someone that really fits with us well. But that Five of Pentacles is the card of, abandonment, feeling left behind, left out in the cold, and that low self-worth, which is what's coming in here. With that, they just feel like if they don't love themselves, and their little inner child had little love and didn't feel loved growing up, they have very, low self-love and self-worth. And that's, if their self-love is all this, they can't give or receive more than how they love themselves. That's why they felt like, I couldn't keep up with you. You need massive amounts of flooding, that comes in, and it of emotion and love, and they're like, I can't keep up with that. It's like dating an Olympic runner, and you're like, and they're like, um, you know, I can barely walk a 5K. They're like, "Psh, bye, you will lap them," and that's the way they feel anyway, that you would lap them, and they're like, you deserve more, and I don't want to feel like that either. And so there's a lot of that comes in here. The bottom of the deck, you do have the Four of Cups, which represents, when we try to fulfill ourselves by these three cups in the outside world, we do feel empty because we can't give the love to other people that they need. And no one can give us the love that we need. That's the ultimate thing with the Ace of Cups on the bottom, is the love we're looking for is inward and upward. It's the eternal, unconditional love of back home. It's what we're used to. And we come down here so hungry for that, and we search. All we can find is dessert bars out there. But the 10-course meal we're looking for on the inside is where we find it. And it's the nutrition. And once we find that, it doesn't mean we stop wanting more dessert, because we can always make room for more dessert, right? But that's what people in the outside world can offer, is more dessert. But the meal we're looking for is inward and upward. And with two desserts, it comes with two desserts too. So we get to feel full in our heart. Then when we fill up and overflowing, like I said, we don't stop wanting from the outside world, we just stop needing, and people's actions and reactions stop impacting us as much because we're not desperate for it, where someone's given us third dessert and fourth dessert and fifth dessert and sixth dessert when seventh dessert is coming, where before we found the fulfillment on the inside, we someone's like, "No, I'm not gonna give you seventh dessert." We're like, "No, not my seventh dessert." Now we're like, "It's okay, I'm full." Enjoy. We're not like about it. We're like, "Oh, I really wanted that seventh dessert, but I'm sure there'll be more dessert available. But I'm okay right now." And that's the change of heart that comes in. So hopefully that helps with how we're looking at them and wondering, do they think of me or miss me? There was this great meme of it says something about it was about forgiveness, but can also apply to when we're wondering if other people are thinking or missing us. When we're looking for our self-worth in the outside world, we look for that validation of our worth from them. And then when they're not in our lives anymore, we look and wonder, are they still thinking or missing me because we're still seeking our validation from them? And when we look for validation of our worth to the outside world, it sucks because it's inconsistent and fickle, and it's like it's retail price. We end up on the clearance rack, the Blue Light Special from Kmart, if you ever remember that. It's like bzz, bzz, bzz. And it's because it all depends on how they're feeling and the markets and all that. But when we turn inward and upward, we find our self-worth, not retail price of the outside world. We find our pricelessness. So hopefully that helps. That's what's coming in right now. Infinity, thank you again for your donation. I really appreciate that. All right. And then Johanna, hello, hello. Let's give that a love and a like there. Thank you for your donation. Are you a little burned out? You're asking from spirit, not a doctor. Any guy. Okay. Disclaimer made. Yes. This is for entertainment purposes from spirit, right? So let's take a look here. Are you a little burnt out? Any guidance? Let's see here. So what does spirit want you to know about your feeling a bit? Like the candle went out, right? Yeah, let's see here. Bottom of the deck, you do have the six of wands coming in here, which is balance of energy. So there can be this balancing of chakras, this balancing of your energy coming in here. That's the bottom of the deck. So, and we'll see what these other cards say too. But I just feel like there is this, you know, um, if you have practices that you do with your change of energies of um, balancing of chakras. I know there's beautiful YouTube channels out there with music that balances chakras, and I just feel like the energy that comes in has to do with that. It's like there's something off in your chakras. Let's see what else we have here coming in here as well. Yeah, so you have the Three of Cups, joy, joy, joy. Yo, what's up? Three of Cups, joy, celebration, gatherings, and I don't know if you have a tribe that you're hanging around in the outside world. I feel like it's time for joy and celebration and to relax and just to have some fun, and um, that helps balance things out when we're being so serious and so many things and so much. It's like fun and allowing that energy to flow and to come in there. So I feel like that's important. Let's see what else. Yeah, Three of Cups, Three of Wands, change of direction where you're investing your energy. Um, I like that. Let's see what this other one is here. And the Four of Wands. Yeah, Three of Wands to the Four of Wands. This is stabilizing energy coming in here too. So you got the Four of Wands, which, like the Six of Wands is balancing the energy, balancing things out. Yeah, even under the Six of Wands, yeah, you've got the Ten of Cups, which is joy and celebration, and the Four of Cups, which is stabilize emotional stability. So it's about moving that energy, and we can get sucked into being so concerned about all the stuff that are supposed to be and should be and need to be and have to be, right? We get dragged out into that. So I like this. Oh, and full moon energy today too. You got the moon coming in here. And so if you haven't checked out the pick a card for the Capricorn moon that is happening here in probably 7 hours, 6 or 7 hours, that's some great energy to use for release too. That taskmaster, that go, 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 go. We can take a look at those. Let's see what else we have here too. Yeah. Temperance, balance. Yeah, two tribes, right? So balance and patience. King of Swords, um, the mind energy. And so there is the Capricorn full moon energy. Capricorn is the big thinker, the big taskmaster, the grandfather that has a lot of um, assignments and things they want us to do. They do give us a reward after it, but this full moon energy, which we actually have a second full moon in Capricorn next month too. So it's good to be aware of what this energy brings in of work, 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 think, 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 plan, 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 go, go, go. But it's important for you to balance this energy out and have fun too. So it's good to get stuff done, but also it's good to, enjoy and relax as well. But this is about choosing the tribe that brings you the most joy. Yeah, that's what that King of Wands would be, and the moon energy also helps us get into our heart. But that Capricorn full moon, if so, for anyone that's just joined that they didn't see it at the beginning. Let's see, I have it here somewhere. Here it is. Capricorn full moon. Pick a card. So this will help make the most of this release energy of the Capricorn, um, and as well. So there you go. Boom, boom, boom. So that's what I feel like the energy is. Your brain is fried and it's time to relax and just realize, you don't have to think about so much. And why are you being so serious? Why are you being so serious? It's like a little bit of laughing and a little bit also watching the intake of any kind of stabilizers we use to try to make us feel calm and get out of our minds. You know what I'm saying? Uh, anything that I feel like use natural things than so much other herbs or anything like that. It's more getting with spirit and allowing that joy to just fill your heart and go have that natural state. Yeah, I was saying my throat started to kind of so it's about what you're expressing through your voice and your actions. And the sacral chakra is your relationship to others. So, you know, it is about, just an adjustment of energies. But definitely look into that chakra energy. Yeah. Even got the full card on the bottom, which is letting go of old cycles, old ways of thinking, old ways of doing things, and it's this freedom from expectations, and it's just time to take a big deep breath and let everything go and focus on, you know the heart and not all the stuff the mind's going, all this stuff, right? Create a could-do list, not a to-do list, and kinda get your energy back, I feel a little bit too. So, that's what I feel's coming in for you, my dear. Thank you again for your donation. But I feel it has a lot to do with this Capricorn energy. Solstice, endings and beginnings, a lot of energy going on right now. Cancer season has started, you know, all of that stuff. So there is a lot happening right now in the energy world, which you're very sensitive to as well. So, but I feel like that balancing the chakra energy and then just the awareness it will help. Oopsie, you're so funny. That tobacco, yep, and other stuff, right? You're so funny. All right. So that's what they have for you, my dear. Many blessings to you. Thank you again. Good to see you. And then Jeep Jeep, you are up. So give that some love and a like here. Thank you for your donation. And let's see here. So you said, because you're not working full time, you wonder if you'll have financial problems for the rest of the year. All right. Let's take a look here. Not by the previous readings we've had. I feel like with these changes and stuff that you're going to be making, like you're going to be moving, you're going to be restarting and rebirthing your life. So I mean, they're bringing back all this abundance that they're showing that comes forward with you making changes in where you're living, where you're working, what you're doing. And I definitely feel that. Let's see what they say right now, though. They're just bringing in past ones right now. Yeah. So let's see what we've got here. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so you've got on the bottom of the deck, you've got the 2 of Cups and the Sun card. Sun card is victory, and 2 of Cups is your emotional choices that are coming in here. And I like this for you because, Sun, of course, is like, if that's the only card we got, we're like, nope, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna have abundance, you're gonna have this flow of life, right? 2 of Cups is all about relationships, and there's gonna be some significant changes that come in here between your relationship with yourself, your relationship with the world, and your love comes in later this year too when you make movement to the new country, right? But it is about, the amount of abundance that you have has to do with your thoughts and your beliefs with the Ace of Swords and the Three of Cups, which is joy and celebration, right? And at least for this combo. And there is it's the and the Knight of Wands underneath that too, and the World card, yeah, and the Star card. So you have all this energy of endings and beginnings, and of where you're focusing your energy and how you're focusing your energy. That you have a significant changes that are coming forward here. Um, so I do feel like there's this alteration that happens. Those were on the bottom of the deck. The ones on the top, again, reiterate it. You have the Seven of Wands, which is when this is like the Sun card too, which is funny. With the sun refuses to dim its light for anyone. And it also has this energy of um, shining bright, being unapologetically yourself, pursuing your dreams, not needing to defend your actions or your choices, and that you're ready to make these changes and these leaps. You have the 10 of Cups too, which again, choosing joy and celebration, and that is the love that comes forward here. I feel like they're your spirit guides. They know how important this new love of your life is for you. Um, and so they're going, just here they are. They're over here in another country. So here's the movement. The movement is what changes everything. And they know the heart is what will draw you the most to go in that direction. You have the Queen of Cups, which the Queen of Cups is, she rolls over the cups. gets a second portion of cups. So she's the master of emotion. But it's also about following your heart, following your heart, following your heart, which with the three of wands is what takes you in a new direction. And so following your heart and not dimming your light or backing away from pursuing what you feel would be your dream come true with the star card. This is what's important. It's like the decisions that you're making are what's going to transform everything. This next 3 months, through June, July, and August are going to be like some of the biggest transformational months of your life if you will pursue your heart and you'll allow yourself to go where your heart is guiding you to go to and what you're being drawn to and getting out of your head and keeping that. So I like that you know you're in this transformative time like a caterpillar. It's like when a caterpillar turns into caterpillar juice and turns to the butterfly, life-changing moment. And I feel like this is what's coming in here for you because I feel like you're just going to totally change your whole. If you look at a caterpillar next to a butterfly, you're like such different beings, though you can see, the middle part is like a little caterpillar, but it's got and everything else just it's a small piece that we take of ourselves we take with us, but huge transformation that's coming. And I definitely feel like with all the sun card and all of this that comes in, that you're not going to struggle, that you're going to thrive once you make the leap with all that. If you continue in the mindsets and the energy, if we continue to do everything we've done before, you're going to get what you've always got, right? And this is a time of, I can't take it anymore. I've got to go be me. I just feel like you're at this place in your life where you just can't take it. I can't stand it anymore. I got to get out of here. It's like, yeah, and it's time. And I like that for you. So hopefully that helps. Jeep, Jeep, but that's what's coming in. Yeah. Yeah. I think didn't we do a reading like there's just some changes, but you'll gain that back, right? Just have to when we're focusing on more money, more money, more money, what happens? What have we learned over these last couple months, right? It's like you probably could recite it because we've talked about it, right? It's when I focus on wanting, 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 my energy pushes it away. When I focus on gratitude, gratitude, gratitude for what I do have coming in, what I do have, I draw more. So, yeah, boom, fist bump. It's like that's right, that's right. But we get drawn into that, right? And so, even if you have something like on your mirror, something you read every day. I am grateful for my abundance. And when we begin focusing on what we're grateful for, we have it's like we are taught to focus on what we don't have, what we want, what we miss, blah blah, what we fear, what we hate. And when we do that, we grow it all and we learn the hard way. Oh, wait, if I focus on gratitude and all that, then I have everything I need and we're good. So I like that change. So um, just when the stock, if you check in the stock market every day, maybe change it to a couple times a week. Ease off from checking on it because if our focus is on it, then it moves away, right? Um, and that's exactly what happens in so many things in my life when I've experienced it myself. When I focus on it, like I want to achieve something and I'm focusing so much on it, when I'm just like, oh, well, I'm just going to, do what I'm going to do and enjoy the moments. What doing? It's like, I think I mentioned like at work when I would try to get a promotion and try to get raises and try to be a top performer and all that. I struggled and I didn't get the bonuses, didn't get the promotions. When I backed off and did a fourth of what I was doing and just focused on um, enjoying what I'm doing and love it, doing a fourth, I'd get the promotions, the raises, the high performance. And I'm like, When I try, I fail, but when I stop trying, I succeed. And I'm like, so stop trying and be, right? It's a beautiful awareness that that'd be great if we were taught that younger, but that'd be boring too. We come here to experience all the lower vibrational until we're ready not to. So I like that. So hang in there, Jeep Jeep. That's what they have for you. Many blessings. Thank you for your donation again and enjoy your trip coming up. I'm excited for you. All righty. And then let me just take a look here. I do have a donation that came in, but so I have Moonlight. I have two for Moonlight. And then Nature 11. I got your donation that came in there. And then so you'll be up after that. All right. So, Moonlight, thank you so much for your first donation. Let's give that a love and a like. And for your sticker, too. I love the black cat. All right. So, first question is what will happen in your love life the upcoming days? Ooh, la la. Let's take a look here. All right. So, for Moonlight 5, what will happen, in your love life in the upcoming days? All of those? All right. They all came up here, upward facing. Let's see here what we got happening. All right. And they got 7 cards. I don't think that's the next 7 days, but if it resonates, hey. All right. So I do like that you do have the star card. Well, you have the star card, the 2 of cups on the bottom. Star card is like dreams come true, wishing upon a star. 2 of cups coming in, which is all about relationship and love. I like underneath that too that we've got this king of cups. King of cups is one of my cards that represents like a very compatible individual because they roll over cups, emotion, but all the kings get a second portion of mind, this air, the swords, which is a balance between head and heart. We, you know, we can have interactions with people that are out of balance emotionally where they can't think and they're very emotional. They might be very passionate, but very uh, don't think things through. Then you can have people that are so in their head that they overthink, and don't know what an emotion is. That's why I like these, like the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups are this beautiful, balanced energy. And so that's why they're so compatible. It's because they can communicate their emotions, they're intelligent, and they can feel, and they know the balance between head and heart, not doing everything logical, that things are boring, and not doing everything passionately where nothing gets done. It's this beautiful combo. And I like that for you. It is balance, and you have the 2 of Swords coming in here first. So I feel like as your, this dream come true, I feel like with this 3 of Wands that you're changing a different direction. The 2 of Swords is the battle between the head and the heart, and closing your eyes and opening your heart, getting out of your head about all the supposed to be, should be's, need to be's, and have to be's, and must be's around love allows you to look at things differently and go a different direction than you normally would. And I do like this, altering. It's like you're taking off some restrictions and requirements around what a dream come true is, which allows flow of your dream to come true. Because sometimes we'll be like, well, they have to be this, you know, belief system or religion or nationality or blah 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 with this, or they have to look like this or be like this or have this type of job or experience. We can have all this stuff that we're flooded with growing up, and there's no way that this person really exists out there because it's all the stuff that people have wanted for us or for themselves that they put on us. but it's not what our heart wants. And so when we clear away a lot of the clutter, it allows this flow, which is what this comes up next here with the Nine of Cups. Whoops. And the Knight of Wands. So Nine of Cups, which is like the star card, dream come true. It's one of the other dream come true cards. The Knight of Wands is a movement of energy. And so once we make this from our heart, what would make my heart feel full? Not my mind, but my heart feel full. This beautiful balancing. This is where this flow of energy comes in. And so the more I'm like getting out of my head around these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, that's what brings love in. Again, kind of reiterating the message here with the Six of Swords, leaving old ways of thinking behind, movement to new ways of thinking, and the Empress, new birth, sensuality, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, so nurturing of yourself, and the heart. The Empress rules over all the queens, four queens. Every queen gets cups given to them in addition to their own suit that they rule over. So that's 5 parts cups because the Queen of Cups gets 2 cups, right? So that's 5 parts cups and then 1 part earth, 1 part fire, 1 part air. And so when we're looking at the Empress rules from emotion in such a deep hearted way from her heart. So she rules from her heart. And I like all this because there is this changing of things, the way we're changing of looking at those things are what allows this flow and allows movement to come in. Ultimately, bringing in the Page of Cups, the higher love, the expanded love that comes in. Yeah, yeah. I know things might seem impossible. Um, no one can ever make us do anything we don't want to do, right? Um, at least, you know, people can threaten us, if you don't marry who I want you to marry, or if you don't love who I want you to love, then you're out. You're going to be out on your own, and I'm abandoning you. And we're like, we feel like, no, no, I can't survive on my own. But there comes a time in our life where the fear of abandonment and the fear of failure, the fear of rejection gets outweighed by the ugly feeling of not living our life according to what's within us, right? Um, so I know it can feel definitely that way, but it's all about there's no wrong choices. There's just different choices with different outcomes, and we get to choose what we want too, which is good, you know. And there's no wrong, like I said, no wrong choice, no judgment. It's like, well, we always make the decisions in our life with the information and feelings and experiences we have at the moment, and then excuse me, later in life we can look back and go, oh, I should have, and like, well, I made the best decision I did when I could because of what I knew and what I understood about myself and life and everything else. But things changed, so I like it. All right, you're very welcome. Hang in there. I know you know, but I just have to say it. And then, your black cat, I love cats, obviously. Meow. Um, and so thank you for your second donation. Will your job be okay, or did you make a mistake today? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's find out. So tell us about current status of job based on current energies. Okay. And did you make a mistake today? All right. So let's take a look here. All right. Yeah, you got the strength card coming in here. So you got the inner strength, the fiery energy. And so it's a positive card that's coming in here. I definitely feel like you got this energy coming in. So I like that for you there. Um I don't feel like there was a mistake made. I feel like what's coming in here is here's your higher self and things being rattled so that you can look at this 5 of Pentacles, which the 5 of Pentacles has to do like with our self-worth and looking at things. And yeah, even the bottom of the deck, in addition to the Judgment card, which is your higher self wanting to look at things from a different place, you got the Hierophant, which is your higher self, having you look at things from a higher perspective, and the High Priestess, which is taking a step back, connecting to your higher self. So I got all this energy of, if you step back and take a look at the situations that arise with that, that it's like, yeah, we fear, I don't want to lose my job, but we also, it's all about, we're taught to um, look at our self-worth based on outside world stuff, right? I feel like it starts in school, especially when there's a lot of grading and all that, where like we judge ourselves by what these teachers tell us how well we do. It's opinion, really. But we're taught that from an early age. And then when we graduate and we start jobs, we're like, well, what do I do to define myself now that my teachers aren't grading me? I know you bosses, you will judge me now and you will tell me what my worth is. And so we are really concerned about what our bosses and what other people think, because we're taught to use their opinion to define our self-worth. But I love the 5 of Pentacles because it's a change of how we look at our worth rather than looking to the outside world, which is retail. That's just how much we're worth to others in that moment, because they're constantly changing. We turn inward and upward and we find out it's creator, it's spirit, this unconditional, eternal love for us is the where we can define ourselves, and we realize we're priceless. That these employees, employers, and everyone else, friends, family, the entire world, all it is this opinion of how we see, how they see us in the moment. But we don't see the world as it is, we see the world as we are. So when people look at us, it has so much to do with what they're seeing about themselves. It's not an accurate picture of, you know, our true worth, our true value, our true performance. It's all from their perspective, which is like, well, I appreciate, that you have that perspective, but it's tainted, if that makes sense. So I feel like you're going to be fine through all that too. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I don't feel like it's, um, I feel like you're going to be fine. That strength card coming in. I do like, that you're aware of that. Well, I'm taking something that's not really me. I just need the money for now, while you're looking for something that will bring, will feel like you're living rather than existing coming in, right? So that's what I feel is coming in there. Right. So that's what they have for you, Moonlight. Hang in there. So many blessings, and thank you for the donations. I appreciate that. All right. And then I'm going to be on for just a few more minutes. So I will try to get to you, Teresa, here too. But I've got Nature 1111. Thank you for your donation. And for everyone else with the free readings, I usually leave around 1 p.m. Mountain Time, which is actually I usually leave a couple minutes early. But I'll be going to spend an hour with my Praying Mantis members, and then I will return in about an hour and a half, because I'm going to eat too. And then I'll complete all free readings, and then I'll be back tonight as well at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, which is in about 5 hours from now. All right. So let's take a look here. So will Liam come towards you in love this year, or should you walk away? All right, let's take a look here. So we'll take a look. Is he going to walk towards you based on current energy? And let's see if you walk away and if you don't walk away. All right, we'll look at the two energies there. So will they come towards you? I feel here with the High Priestess, this is like you away on your own. It's like a hermit kind of energy for me. The 4 of Cups and the 5 of Wands, there's this Emotional. I mean, this message is that the outside world doesn't bring us the love that we're looking for. We do find that inward, and the Five of Wands is some conflicting energy. But let's take a look here because we're going to go. If you walk away, yeah, you have the Six of Wands. You have a better flow of mutual attraction, victory, um, wonderful energetic flow in your life. And if you don't, yeah, Seven of Cups, emotional confusion, just a lot of the same old, same old. I don't feel like they they do a whole lot of movement here, but I feel like with this High Priestess and the Four of Cups, a lot of what is happening here with Liam and you know, it's kind of like repetition. We keep on drawing in the same type of individual, and it's because we're being drawn to look inward and upward so that we can find the love that we're looking for that transforms everything in the outside world. And the mirrors what we have will keep showing us, like, if it's like, well, you know, are they someone's not showing me the attention, showing me the love, whatever it may be. It's like, how am I not showing myself that? You know, if they're not giving me the time, how am I not giving myself the time? And so it's comes back to here. Whatever love is in here is what is projected out into the outside world. So I feel like that based on current energies, I feel like that they were here to show you how you feel about yourself in a lot of ways, and then it helps transform it. There's a great book by Deepak Chopra, if I haven't shared it with you, called The Path to Love. It's so transformative because it does help us understand about the love that's in here is like what so much influences the love that's out there and that we experience with them. And it is truly the path to love. It shows us we find that love on the inside. We don't stop wanting the love on the outside. It just transforms and changes that. So that's what they're coming in here for you, nature. I just feel like it's time to kind of step back with that, that energy, um, of of you know the high priestess. It's stepping back, connecting upward, connecting, diving deep, and understanding, and then that helps us raise our love vibration, draws in a different type of experience instead of the old, if that makes sense. Right. So that's what they have for you, nature. So again, thank you so much for your donation, and hang in there. It's definitely worth the what's on the other side of that adventure. So hang in there. All right. And then Teresa, thank you so much for your donation. We will definitely give you some time here. So a general reading, absolutely. Thank you so much for your donation again. All right, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right, you got that one and that one. Let's Right. Yeah, there is this energy here in the middle. You got three cards, one card, two cards. In the middle, you have the High Priestess. And so, as we were just talking about, the High Priestess is this energy of stepping back from the world, out of the chaos, connecting higher, seeing things from a different perspective, looking behind the veil, what's hidden, uh, going into the subconscious, the emotions. It's a big reflective period here. The bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Wands, which I feel, is this energy of feeling blocked, feeling like you've been hitting your head up against a wall over and over and over again. Could be underneath that, you got the Page of Cups. So this could be around love, if that resonates. But let's see what else they have here. Yeah, Six of Cups, Six of Wands. All right, yeah. And then let's see what these other two are here too. Yeah. So this, I feel like this little time that you're stepping back. Oh, healer. Makes sense. You got the death and the rebirth with the Queen of Pentacles too. Queen of Pentacles is all about Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, and, caring for yourself. This is what brings this rebirth that comes in, helps you transform um, into things here. You've got the judgment card here again, your higher self calling you to this higher place to see things from a different perspective. And regarding love and blocks of love and things that are coming in, I feel like during this time you do, of stepping back and looking upward, you do see the Ace of Cups, your self love helps you see that the outside world can't bring you the love that you're looking for. Because that big meal we're looking for is inward and upward, and we find that in here, and we connect upward, right? And then we fill up with that love, and then we're like, okay, then the outside world love, instead of falling short and being disappointing and bleh, it is above and beyond extra. So the outside world, the more we fill up with that love on the inside, the more it fills up, um, and overflows, and then the world does transform to that place of falling short and disappointing, and ugh, why to keep having that same stuff. It becomes just yay. We don't put so much in to what someone's giving. We just are grateful for anything they give because we're getting everything we need in here. That's just all extra, and I like that. I feel like this is a journey that you've been on, and I feel like you know it. I feel like it's seeping in, though. It's going from all up here to more and more into here. We have a knowing, and then we have a knowing, and I know you get that. And it's like, okay. And so as it fills up, then wow. And I feel like what comes after this, you do have a new passion that comes into your life with the Ace of Wands, and the Six of Cups is someone from a past life. Six of Cups energy, and that's, I feel like, this sparks, this openness, and then you meet someone and you're just like, "Holy moly, hey." And you don't know them because it's Ace of Wands, so I feel like it's a new passion, a new love that comes in, and you've got this, you know, uh I usually say that, like, you, um, bump into someone, right? And you're just like, "I know you from somewhere," and you don't, not this lifetime, from a past lifetime. I usually say it's like they're glowing and they have a rainbow shooting out of their butt, because 'cause you're like, "Oh, that must be them." It's gonna be obvious like that kind of energy, but it comes after you are doing all of this and you're releasing all this stuff and you're just going with this beautiful flow of your self-love, and then you and you just guys have this spark that happens. So it does come later. So they're like, a little bit of just information, and you're just like, wow, yeah, like maybe a rainbow or a wow, so I like that. So I feel like that's what they're just wanting to reiterate and enforce right now. So that's what they got for you, Teresa. Thank you again for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. Let me take screenshots real quick here before I forget. So for all the free readings, I will be back in about an hour and a half ish to complete all the free readings. I did not get to any in this session. So I shall return. And thank you guys for all your patience and for all the donations and the thumbs up. It does help spread the Zen loves. So thanks for being part of the love tsunami. Greatly appreciate that. All right. I think I got them all here. There we go. You are very welcome, and thank you again so much, and enjoy your beautiful journey. And for everyone, like I said, I will return, and so um, just remember, every second of every day of our lives, we truly are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things. And of course, I love you guys too. And if you want something to do in the meantime while you're waiting patiently for me to come back, my main page, I've got new solstice readings that just came out, July readings, June readings, pick a card readings, pick a card for the full moon that we're having later today in a few hours in Capricorn. So be sure to check those out. Those are all free as well. So until I see you guys again, enjoy the rest of your day or night. Until I see you again, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you soon.